Volume of sphere, level 2. What is the diameter of a hemisphere with a volume of 73,802 feet cubed to the nearest tenth of a foot? All right. I keep focusing on the hardest ones, so let's see if we can't do better this time around. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with the volume formula for spheres. The volume of a sphere is equal to, do you remember? It's the biggest fraction in the front, which is 4/3. Spheres have circles embedded inside of them, so there's that pi that's always inside. Circles and spheres always have what component? R, and that's all there is to it, and we need to remember what exponent goes here. Volume means the exponent has to be cubed because our units are cubed for volume. All right, now there's some shortcuts that we can do. If I wanted to do it kind of the long way, I would just divide everything by 2 and use that formula. But let's go ahead and take it the easy way on here. Let's not make it any harder than we need to be. All right, so we have a hemisphere. Let's go ahead and draw our hemisphere again. Start by drawing a circle. I focus on the center, equal distance, 2 points. The bottom one, and the back one. All right, so there's my sphere. There's my radius. And let's go ahead and change color. And I'll do it from a different angle. And one side to the other, there's my diameter. All right, so remember, diameter and radius are related. This will give us the radius. And then let's not forget, we need to focus on the diameter idea and the hemisphere idea. After I've done these a few times, we need to make sure that we remember to give them the specific answer. So I'll remind myself that those are the 2 parts. All right, so in this case, the hemisphere has a volume. So the hemisphere volume, so I'll say volume of the hemisphere, HS for hemisphere, is 73802. Now, since this is a hemisphere, it is half. Hemispheres are half of a sphere. So that's the half mark right there. So that half idea is if I double this, and here's the shortcut trick. If I double this number, then I have this the full sphere. So let's go ahead and we're doubling. So I'm doubling to find the sphere. Because this is a hemisphere volume, if I double it, it will be the sphere volume. So that now tells us the volume of the sphere is equal to, let's use our calculator. And I got 73802, all of that. Times 2 for the doubling. And there's our answer there. 147604. 147604. Good. All right. Let's go ahead and get rid of my calculator now. So this is the volume of a sphere, and I need to find the radius first, and then I can find diameter. So all of this is equal to the formula for the volume of a sphere. 4/3 pi r cubed. All right, so we can do this in stages, or we can try to do it all at once. I think at our level, it might be easier to do it in stages. So let's do it that way. So to do this in stages, I'm going to go ahead and multiply by 3. I'm going to get rid of this divide by 3 right here. So that's going to be a times 3 and times 3. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start using the calculator in my hand right now. Otherwise, I have to keep switching back and forth here. All right, so that's 147,604 times 3 equals 442,812 equals. Now I got rid of that 3. So that 3 and that 3 are gone. I still have the 4. There's a pi and an r cubed, which is what I'm after. All right, what would you do? What would we do next? In stages, I would divide by 4. Divide by 4. So I'll take my answer, divide by 4 equals. Now I get 110703 equals, I'll do it right here, equals pi r cubed. All right. Then, to get r by itself, the next step would be to divide by pi. Divide by pi, got to do it to both sides. Divide by pi. All right. Divided by, answer divided by pi. All right. And now I get, I'll just put r on the right here, r cubed is equal to 35237.85, and there's a dot, dot, dot that keeps going on forever. I'm going to take that answer and then cube root it. So let me go ahead and rewrite what I have here so we can see it. We have r cubed is equal to 35237.85 dot, dot, dot. All right. To get rid of the cube root, to get rid of the cube, we have to do cube root. We have to do it to both sides. So cube root to this side, cube root to that side. All right. Now, it's important to remember from Algebra 1, a cube root is the same thing as the 1/3 power. Some calculators do not have cube root, so you'd have to put an exponent key and 1/3 in parentheses to do the cube root. So all this turns into r is still exactly equal to, I'm going to go ahead and do the cube root. So on my calculator, let's see, cube root, and remember 1/3 power if yours doesn't have a cube root of that answer. I get 32.784 dot, dot, dot. All right. And that gives us our radius. Don't forget this time, like I did last time, we're not looking for radius. We're looking for diameter. That's why I put these stars, and it's good I did because I always look through my work to see if anything jumps out at me. And these stars definitely jump out at me. So that means before I round this, I have to double it. So that's our radius. Diameter is doubled. So I'm going to times 2 here. Times 2. Yay, I didn't forget that time. 65.569 dot, dot, dot. And we're rounding to the nearest tenth. So that's that one right there. I look at that number. That means I round up. Final answer for the diameter is 65.6. Now let's see how we did. Mistakes are good if we can learn from them. Should be no mistakes. All right, everything should be okay. Looks like it logged me out, but all the work looks correct.